next day was Thursday, and that, as the whole of Miss Honey's class knew, was the day on which the headmistress would take charge of the first lesson after lunch.
Ding! One or two of you did not particularly enjoy the last occasion when the headmistress took their class, so let's all try to be especially careful and clever today. How are your ears, Eric, after the last encounter with Miss Trunchbull?
She stretched them. My mother says she's positive that they were bigger than they were.
And Rupert, I'm glad to see you didn't lose any of your hair after last Thursday.
My head was jolly sore afterwards.
And you, Nigel, try not to be such a smart aleck with the headmistress today. You were really quite cheeky with her last week.
I hate her.
Try not to make it so obvious. It doesn't pay. She's a very strong woman. She has muscles like steel ropes.
I wish I was a grown-up, then I'd knock her flat.
I doubt you would. No one has ever got the better of her yet.
What will she be testing us on this afternoon?
Almost certainly the 3 times table. That's what you were all meant to have learnt this past week. Make sure you know it.
Lunch came and went. After lunch, the class reassembled. Miss Honey stood at one side of the room. They all sat silent, apprehensive, waiting, and then, like some giant of doom, the enormous Trunchbull strode into the room in her green breeches and cotton smock. She went straight to her jug of water and lifted it by the handle and peered inside.
I'm glad to see there are no slimy creatures in my drinking water this time. If there had been a creature, then something especially unpleasant would have happened to every single member of this class. And that includes you, Miss Honey.
The class remained silent and very tense. Then, they had learned a bit about this tigress by now, and nobody was about to take any chances.
Very well! Let us see how well you know your 3 times tables. Or to put it another way, let's see how badly Miss Honey has taught you the 3 times tables.
The Trunchbull was standing in front of the class, legs apart, hands on hips, scowling at Miss Honey, who stood silent on one side. Matilda, sitting motionless at her desk, was then so hysterical, shrill, that was Nigel's scream that had everyone in the place, including the Trunchbull, looked up at the blackboard, and there, sure enough, was a brand new piece of chalk that was hovering near the gray-black writing surface at the blackboard, and wrote, Agatha, this is madness. Everyone in the place heard a gasp that came from the Trunchbull's throat.
No, it can't be madness.
This time it wrote, madness, and you'd better believe it. This is madness, and you'd better believe it. The Trunchbull could not believe it. Then it wrote, give my Jenny back all her stuff, or else I will get you like you got me. The chalk dropped after writing. A few seconds after it dropped into the floor and broke into 2 pieces. There was a moment of silence. Then Miss Trunchbull dropped to the ground and fainted. Nigel ran and grabbed the water and poured it on her.
I got it! She's fainted! She's out!